So the new iPhone SE 2022 model is here, and it's worth buying for one particular reason, what I will get onto in a mo. But just quickly, here's a quick quiz for you. In one of my hands, I have the iPhone SE, what came out in 2020, and in the other hand, I have the brand new 2022 iPhone SE. Can you tell which one is which? I'll give you 3 seconds to decide. Figured it out? Well, I can reveal to you that this one here, the red one that I'm holding, is the brand new 2022 iPhone SE, whereas this grey one I'm holding actually is the model from 2020. And that's the thing, both of these models look almost identical and you cannot tell the difference between them just by looking at them alone. The design is exactly the same design, it's the same design that we've had since the iPhone 8. And to be honest, is that a big problem in 2022? Well, I guess that depends on what kind of person you are and what kind of iPhone you're looking to get in 2022 if you're looking to get yourself a brand new iPhone at all. This iPhone SE is exactly the same as the last generation that came out in 2020, except for there are two big differences. The first difference is that this iPhone has 5G capability inside it. What is great for a lot of people out there, but not good for me because my area doesn't even have 5G yet, so I can't even use 5G at home.
Le who? The her.
And the other big change is that this iPhone now features an A15 chipset over the A13 chipset in the last generation, and that chipset is the same chipset we get inside the iPhone 13 models. So practically you're getting an iPhone 13 in a far smaller iPhone design that you can see right here at a far better budget value cost. And that A15 chipset is the main reason why you should buy this iPhone alone. Because, for example, with the iPhone 13 range right now, you're going to be getting 6 to 7 years of updates from Apple, so new OSs into the future, because it sports an A15 chipset. As the brand new iPhone SE also has an A15 chipset inside it now, it also means it's probably going to get 6 to 7 years of updates. And that is really incredible when you think about it, because most budget phones out there right now, when you buy them for say $400 or something like this, generally on Android, they give you a maximum of around about 3 years of updates. You're going to be getting 6 to 7 years of updates, and yet this phone costs $430 US. If you got $430 US and divided that by 7, that gives you a grand total of around $61 per year just to own this iPhone SE. And most likely in that 7 year, you can probably sell this iPhone SE then for probably around $60 or $70. So you'll get that year back and then you can start all over again. And that is why this iPhone is absolutely amazing for what it is and why it sits really well in the budget line. Now in a mo, I'm going to talk about the features of this iPhone SE, but when you do compare it to the likes of say an iPhone 12 or a 13, yeah, it does have far less features. And that's the thing, if you're a person who loves sort of top spec phones out there with the best of the best inside it, best battery life, best camera, best everything.
We're here because you're looking for the best of the best of the best, sir.
This phone is not for you. You shouldn't really even be watching this video to basically work out if that's why you should be buying this iPhone SE. This phone is for you guys out there who just want an iPhone just to do the task of an iPhone because you've been used to it, you've been using it for years. Maybe you've had a hand-me-down in the past, or maybe you've had to buy yourself a second-hand phone that's 3 or 4 years old and you want to buy yourself a brand new iPhone but you don't want to spend that much, but yet you still want generally most of the features out there. This is what this phone's for. It's for you guys out there who want that type of phone. Yes, there are other Android phones out there right now, let's say from Samsung, like with the A52, which does come with a larger display, a larger battery as well. But the thing is, you will not get as much support as what you get with this iPhone SE. And it depends what type of user you're going to be. If you're a person who's going to keep this iPhone from now for the next 5 to 6, 7 years, then yeah, this is perfect. If you're a person who just automatically upgrades your phone every 2 or 3 years, then it's still a great phone to get, but maybe another one of his Android phones out there might be a good choice as well. If you are a die-hard Apple fan and you're on a budget as well, then yeah, you cannot go wrong with this iPhone SE. Do you know something else what you cannot go wrong with? And that is the giveaway on this channel and entering into it. That's right guys, I'm giving away an iPhone 13 Pro Max right now. And I'm going to be giving this away to one lucky subscriber when we get over 350,000 subscribers. And all I want to know from you guys to be in a chance in this international giveaway to get this silver white 256GB model is to write down in the comments below of what Apple gear or what technology gear you're planning to buy in 2022. Put it down in the comments below, and then like I said, when we get over 350,000 subscribers, I'll be announcing who the winner is via a video. So make sure if you are new here to subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because you want to get that notification to find out if you're the lucky person to get your hands on this iPhone 13 Pro Max. Now just quickly, I do want to mention there are a lot of scammers, there are a lot of spammers out there, quite a lot of them impersonating myself, saying that you are a winner, to WhatsApp you or to Telegram these people. This is not me at all. Like I said, I'll be doing a video only when we get over 350,000 subscribers. Well, with that iPhone out of the way, let's talk about the features of this iPhone SE and let's see what you actually get for $430 US. Well, for starters, the design is basically exactly the same as the last generation iPhone SE, what is a copy of the iPhone 8. And to be deadly honest, as you guys will probably recognise, the iPhone 8 is based on the iPhone 7, 6S and also the iPhone 6. It's a design we've had for a long time. So if you've got a phone like that, it's going to be really easy to swap from one of those phones to this phone because it will just feel exactly the same. There'll be no differences really at all. This phone sports a 4.7-inch display, again the same as the last generation. In fact, there's no point me actually talking about the last generation because it is exactly the same. The only main differences is, like I said, you get 5G capability and also you get that A15 chipset inside. Well, supposedly, according to Apple, will manage the battery inside this iPhone SE, what again is the same size as the last generation, and also manage the rear 12 megapixel camera on the back and also the front facing camera a little better and process your pictures and videos a little bit more sharper than what you get with, say, the likes of an A13 chipset or the likes of, say, an A10 chipset, what you got in the iPhone 8. If you've got an even older iPhone than that, you are going to really see some big changes and differences in your photography compared to your older iPhone. But generally speaking, it is a great iPhone to get. Like I said, for a budget person out there, it's not an iPhone for somebody who wants the best of the best. I'm afraid you're going to have to go into iPhone 12 and iPhone 13 territory to get that. But like I said, the killer feature in this phone has got to be that A15 chipset and also the knowledge that you're going to be buying a phone that's going to be supported by Apple for the next 6 to 7 years. And that is absolutely incredible to have, especially for a phone that only costs $430 US. And with that guys, it's time to wrap up this video. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button, and also at the same time as well, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, please make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.